you, welcome. My name is Jenna. I'm so excited to have you join me for this 50-minute reformer class. So we are going to start on our backs for some grounding, and I want you to take 2 red springs and blue on. Have the foot bar at a height that works well for you for footwork, so where your knees can stack directly over your hips, not over your ankles. And let's get some more grounding music on here. So an easy way to get yourself down, scooch to the end. You're gonna scooch towards the edge of the carriage, lay with your shoulder closest to the shoulder pads into it, and then just roll onto your back. I'm gonna do some adjusting because I've got a hood on for this. But just the 2 red and a blue, lay down, adjust as needed here. I like feet on the platform, wide, knees knock in, but I want you to find a position that works best for you. So maybe you want to take soles of the feet to touch, knees fall open. Maybe you want feet on the foot bar. Play with it. Find a few different positions and then settle into whatever feels best for you. Once you land, a few slow, deep breaths. From the moment we get going with our day, when we're focused on our to-do list, the next thing, then the next thing, then the next thing, the breath can really take a hit. It can shallow out as we keep piling onto our plate. So this is your time to pause, to deepen the breath, clear the mind, and go in. On your next inhale, I want you to breathe intentionally to the back of the ribs. Slow exhales to release. And over these next few breaths, let your breath travel not just to the back of the rib cage, but all the way down the spine. Naturally, as you breathe, your pelvic floor moves with your breath. As you inhale, it descends further into the pelvis, and as you exhale, it gently lifts. The pelvic floor is the base of your core, and it is so important to be connected to it, to let it move, to not just suck in your belly, which turns off that connection. For that proper deep core engagement that helps us get strong and stay supported, we need to expand the pelvic floor down with the inhale and feel it gently lift as we exhale. Start to just exaggerate a little more. Inhale, breathe down to the pelvic floor. Exhale, lift, and then zipper up the abdominals, getting a little more core engagement with it. Inhale, expand. Exhale, hug in. One more. Now, as you keep all this in mind, let's just bring in a little warmth to warm up the body. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. Let the pelvis rock with it here. And then plant your feet onto the foot bar if they're not already there, and if they are there but they're wide, bring them to be hip distance. So maybe soles of the feet go on, maybe the heels go on. We're just going to articulate through the spine here, so find whatever is comfortable. But either way, I want your toes flexed back towards your face. So arms ground down, nice deep inhale, breathe down into the pelvic floor, exhale, lift the pelvic floor, then articulate up the spine, rolling up nice and slow. If the carriage moves a little, that's okay, we're not too worried about it right now. Get a big back bend at the top, right? This is our warm-up time. Inhale, arch even more. Exhale, articulate down. Keep the inner thighs engaged so the knees aren't splaying out. Get long through the lower back as we scoop the tailbone under until the sacrum touches down, and then we reset. Neutral spine here. Inhale, breathe down. Exhale, lifting from the pelvic floor, and then Tailbone tucks under because we're peeling up vertebrae by vertebrae from the sacrum all the way up. And then we get that nice big back bend at the top here. So we're not going for neutral spine at the top. We're waking everything up, warming up, lift the hips up high, and then we articulate all the way down. Once you've touched down, we find a moment in that neutral spine. Neutral spine is minimal curve in the low back, not an exaggerated anterior pelvic tilt here. Let's do one more. Inhale at the base. Exhale, roll all the way up. And then roll all the way down. Now find that neutral spine. Nice long lower back. Bring your heels on, feet hip distance. Pause for the inhale. As you exhale, press your heels into the foot bar to send the carriage away. With control, you're extending all the way out. Keep the quads active. You can straighten the legs here, but don't walk out the kneecaps. Keep the muscles active. Slowly bring the carriage all the way back in. And then press all the way back out. Notice your breath. Bring it all the way in. We're going to do one more full range. Arms can just be down by your side. I like to make sure my ribs are knit in, my hips are wrapped in. So hips and ribs pulling into one another through that core engagement. All right, this round, send it all the way out. Inhale, come in halfway. With control, carriage goes out 1 inch, in 1 inch. Out, hold, in, hold. Toes are still active, breath is steady here. Shoulders are relaxed down. You should start to feel the quads firing. You've got 4 more, 3 more, 2 to go. Last one, straighten the legs, send it all the way out. Inhale to close. Breathing into the back of the ribs, let's take our feet to a V. Heels stay on, toes turn out, knees open just about shoulder width. Inhale, prep. Exhale, extend all the way out. Squeeze the inner thighs. Slowly bring it all the way back home. We are closing the carriage, but we're not crashing it. So once you feel that tap in, send it all the way back. Bring it all the way in. One more full range. Let the breath flow. This round, send it all the way out. We bring it in halfway, thighs pulse. Out 1 inch, in 1 inch. Out 1 inch, in 1 inch. I'm working through the hip joint here. Let's not find a large movement. Keep it small and controlled. Just 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Send it all the way out. Woo, bring it all the way back into close. All right, feet come on wide here. We're gonna bring the soles of the feet on, and then I want you to rotate your knees in. Soles of the feet ground into the edges of the foot bar. From here, slow inhale. Exhale, we press out. Knees will obviously separate, and then bring it back in. Keep the toes engaged here. Send it all the way out. Bring it all the way in. Just one more full range, then we're moving on. All the way out. All the way in. All right, we got that little internal rotation. Now let's go back to our V. Toes on, heels come to touch. So once again, we're not letting the knees fall open here. If your flexibility allows, I want you to maintain muscle engagement. Arms down, slow inhale to prep, heels are high. Exhale, you extend out. Heels stay high here. Bend in, knees are staying just a smidge wider than shoulder width maybe, or staying at shoulder width. All the way out. All the way in. One more full range. We send it all the way out. Bring it all the way in. And this one, send it all the way out. Pause here. Swivel so that your feet are parallel. Adjust as needed so that they are hip distance. Heels up high. Bend all the way in. Keeping the heels high to the sky. Send it all the way out. This round, melt the heels under the foot bar. Lift up. We close again. Bend the knees. Breath is flowing. Send it out. Exhale. Heels melt under. Last one like that. Lift up. Bend the knees. Lift up. Melt the heels under. Lift the heels high. Let's go for a jog. Then right, and left. So working through the ankle here. The toes are spread and really gripping the foot bar as you move back and forth. Bending into one knee, then the other. You have 4, 3. You got 2. Last one. Heels up. Bend the knees slow to close the carriage. Extend your legs out over the foot bar. Send your arms up to the ceiling. Take an inhale, lift the head up. Exhale, peel up here into your roll up. Take a red off. Just one red, one blue. Extend the arms out, legs out, tuck the tailbone, roll it down. All right, once you're down, we're going handsome straps here. So grab onto your small loops. And bring your feet onto your foot bar. Stack wrists right over shoulders, so add some tension into the loops. Inhale, expand all the way down to the pelvic floor. Exhale, lift, wrap in the abdominals, float the legs up. Start a toe tap, reach the right toes down. Lift, left toes out, lift. Keep this flowing, keep your breath flowing. Woo, feel the core fire. So if maybe we have a little bit of a weak abdominal today, that's okay. Take that imprinted spine, so lower back is grounding firm into the carriage. This will just help support that core activation. One day working towards maintaining a neutral spine. All right, let's just do one more each side. House the breath. Pause. Inhale. Exhale, bring the arms down by your side. Lift back up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, breathe to the back of the ribs. Exhale, keep that going. All right, one more. Stay down on this one. Triceps, bend at the elbows. Extend it down. Palms can face into you or away from you. Whatever is most comfortable for your wrist positioning. 4, 3, try to soften the neck and shoulders as best you can. 2. Last one, arms stay straight, palms in. Let's take it out to a T. Swipe it out to a T, micro bend in the elbows, bring it back into close. Out, inhale, exhale. Check back in with your spine. Make sure the lower back is not elevating too high. Check back in with your tabletop legs. If the hip flexors are dying, you can always bring it in. Otherwise, we want to try to stay with it. You have 3 more. 2 more. Last one for a nice big arm circle here. Let's send the arms up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale out and close. 2 more. Inhale up. Out. Close. Last one in this direction. Up. Out and close. Whew. Take it out to a T. Up to the ceiling. Press it down. Out to a T. Up. Press. Last one in this direction. Out to a T. Up, press, hold down, single leg stretch, right leg out, left leg out, back and forth. Shoulders ground, neck is long, breath is steady. Fighting for it, staying with it. You have 4. You've got 3. You've got 2, double leg stretch. We're gonna add in the elbows. Here we go. So knees in to chest, bend the elbows, straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Bend in, extend. Staying with that bend and extend. You keep going. I'm taking the jacket off. All right. You have 4 more in your own timing. 3 more to go. You've got 2 more. Last one. Keep the arms straight. Legs extend up. Scissors. Right leg down, left leg down. If your arms do need a break, you can always send them back. Take a moment here to reset, close the carriage. Take whatever you need for your shakeout if you need it. Otherwise, you're staying in it. Bring the arms back down by your side. You have 4 more, 3 more, 2. Legs up to the ceiling. Legs lower lift. Zipper up your abdominals to bring the legs back up. Shoulders try to ground down. Arms are hovering. Hug the abdominals in. So strong. You just have 3 more here. Woo! 2 to go. Last one. All right, let's start Pilates 100, legs and table. Send the arms up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, arms down, curl up. Just take this a few times. Lower down. Curl up. This next one we stay. Stay up, we pulse. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Staying with it. Inhale. Curl up higher if you got it. Breathing through. Inhale. Slow exhale. Shh. Inhale. Slow exhale. Last one. Inhale. Slow exhale. We lay down, send the arms up, let the carriage close. Little reset here. This next one, option to go a little further with it. Arms straight up. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it down. Curl up. Straighten the legs. We pulp. Down, down, down. I almost said pulse and I almost said pump and it came out pump. Inhale. Slow exhale. You got it. Can the legs go any lower? Wrapping the abdominals. Keep breathing. Keep pumping. Inhale. Feel your lats engage. Whoo! Almost there. Inhale. Slow exhale. This is it. Last one. Inhale. Slow exhale. Bend the knees into the chest and the arms all the way back. Return. Long loops onto your pegs. All right, from knees to chest, let's rock and roll ourselves up. You can come up to a teaser if you like, or just rock it on up. So I'm gonna face you for this first one. We're coming into a side-facing arm set. So find a comfortable seat. You can cross the legs here. Let's lower down to 1 blue. So take your red off. Grab onto your front strap. Let's take the small one. Elbow coming into the side, internal rotation. Take your left arm, cross, and open. Now, if you want a little more here, you can pop back on a yellow, or pop on a yellow. 4, 3, 2. Last one, stay closed. Elbow lifts up. Bring it down. Up and down. You have 4 more. 3 more. 2. Last one. Keep the arm closed across the body. Grab onto the long loop. Long loop in the other hand. I'm bringing it elbow into the body, palm facing you, working external rotation here. Woo, it just got so much harder. If you did put that yellow on, you might want to take the yellow off. Similarly, if you have any shoulder issues, you might want just a yellow on here. Deep inhale into the back of the ribs. Slow exhale. This is our last one. Bring the forearm closed. Elbow lifts up and down. Take it up and down. Sit tall. Drive the tailbone down. Notice if your pelvis is tilted so that the hips, if you know, your pelvis was a bowl of soup, is that soup spilling forward? 3 more. 2. Last one. We're gonna go drawing the sword here. So take it across. Inhale. Exhale. Elbow up. Extend out. Slowly bend the elbow. Draw the sword back in, or put the sword back in. Inhale, prep. Exhale. Shh. You can always go onto a yellow here. So, adjust as needed. This is our last one though, so give it everything. Inhale. Exhale, extend it out, 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 out. Shoulder blades grounding down here. Bring it in to close. Woo! All right, we're coming on to a 1 red. If you want a red and blue, feel free. We're coming into scooter. So you're gonna step up. Since we were facing, well, facing the foot bar, I was facing the left. So I'm gonna step off to the left and work this side. Right toes are gonna tuck under, pressing into the shoulder pad. You step off onto whatever side you were facing and keep working that side. So bring your foot that's grounded up by the shoulder, up by the foot bar, hands on the foot bar. We extend the leg back, press, press, press. Slowly bring it in. I want you to keep the front knee bent for this. Close the carriage, send it out. Can you take the hand that's outside of the carriage onto your hip? And at any point if you need, you can pop the blue off and just be on your red. Whew. Inhale. Slow exhale. Nice. Last slow one. Spine is nice and long, hips are squared. All right, straighten the leg, find a pulse down, press. So my hips are going down here. I'm grounding strong into the front leg, so make sure that front foot, whatever you have down, is being pressed. Now, lengthen the spine, and if you can, hands heart center, keep pressing. Woo, that just adds so much more to the grounded foot because it has to work harder. You don't have the support. You can always put the hand back down. We're almost to a change. 4, 3. Stay low, bend, extend the knee, bend, press, bend, squeeze. Let your focus for this be more the glutes rather than the quads, right? Quads are obviously working, but see if you can find that glute squeeze. Both glutes are activated. Deep breath, and again, hopefully you have hands at heart center. Since I'm talking through this, I'm gonna go a little light. You have 4, 3, 2. Let's come up to stand for a little refresh, a little reset. Come all the way up, closing the carriage. Inhale, exhale, press all the way down. Again, all the way up to stand, straightening that grounded leg. Send it all the way back, deep lunge. If your back knee needs to have a little bend to it, depending on your hip flexor flexibility, feel free. All right, this next one we stay down for some calf raises. Send your right or the leg on the carriage all the way back, hands onto the foot bar. Lift the heel up and down, the grounded heel up and down. Nice. All right, both hands on the foot bar. If you want to take this for a little flight, I'll walk you through it. Otherwise, keep with the calf raise. Grounding in to the foot bar. Hug the abdominals in. Pike your hips up to bring the foot on the carriage all the way into close. Send your grounded leg all the way up by engaging the glutes. So you're squeezing the outer glutes. Lift and lower. We got one more here. Send it all the way up. And then bring it all the way down. Whew, all right. Come on to your knees on the carriage. I'm putting one blue on. If you had a blue and a red, take your red off. Land with one blue on. Coming into your knee stretches. Press into the foot bar, shoulders back. Glide your knees back so they're right under your hips. Let's find a flat spine here. So lengthen the spine, gazes out ahead on the ground. We bring the carriage in and send it back. Try not to move the upper body as best you can. Just working through. Inhale. Slow exhale. Nice. Just a few more of these. Letting the body kind of reset. We've got long stretch coming up. All right, 2 more. All right, for a long stretch, I want you to shift forward. So you're starting more over the wrists, micro bend in the elbows. Engage through the abdominals. If you want more support, throw on a yellow. Otherwise, stay with the blue. Hover the knees, send the legs back so you're in a plank. We send the chest back, hug in the abdominals, and then drive the crown of the head forward and up. All right, this is a really nice challenge. You want more support, you throw the yellow on. All the way back and up. Whoo, big inhale. Exhale. Try to keep the hips down. Mine just want to go up to help. So find that challenge. Send it all the way back. Bring it all the way forward. All right, little reset here. Maybe a cat-cow. All right, this is it, our final few. So find your challenge. If you had the yellow on, maybe you try to take it off for these final ones. Take it back up to your plank. Send the legs out. We take it back, hugging in the core. Bring it forward. Use the crown of your head to pull you forward. Send it back. How's the breath? One more for good measure. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Slowly lower down. Let's get set up for our scooter on the other side. So if you did a red and a blue, throw that back on here. All right, I'm gonna put just one red on for me. Red and blue maybe for you. Bring the other outside foot forward by the foot bar. Tuck the carriage side toes. Press into the shoulder pad. Front knee stays bent. We extend the leg back, as far back as you can go. So again, depending on your flexibility here in this hip, maybe the leg is staying bent, that's okay. Feel the glute engagement and the quad engagement. Bring it back. Lengthen your spine, sink deep into the front knee, and front knee is remaining bent. Knee is stacked right over the ankle. I want you to spread the toes of that grounded leg. Now, if you can, your outside hands coming to the hip. And as we continue, maybe hands come to heart center. Keep pressing down. So each foot has that pressure, pressing down and back. Then release, press down and back. You have 4 more. 3 to go. You've got 2, nice long spine, hips are square. Stay out on this one. Now pulse the hips, down, down. So the front knee is bending in and lifting a little bit. Back leg, almost getting a nice stretch with it. Keep everything engaged and square. So notice what the hips are doing. Notice if one hip is lifting high. Maybe take your hands to your hip bones and just see, where are they pointing? You've got 4, 3, 2, we stay low, bend, extend. So if the leg was already a little bent, if you couldn't get it straight, just take a deeper bend and then pressing back to whatever your end range is. Check in with that breath. Deep inhale into the back of your ribs and the sides of your ribs. Exhale, core hugs in. You have 4, 3, 2. Let's get that little relief. Come all the way up to stand without crashing in the carriage. Woo! And then we send it all the way back at low. Come all the way up. Crown of the head lifts you up. Back knee can bend. Send it back. All right, this one we stay down. Send it back, hands on, calf raises, front heel up, down, lift, lower. How is your breath here? Spine is long. I want you to tune into your neck. What is the neck doing here? Is the chin tucked? Is it cranked? Can you find a moment to keep it neutral? All right, you can stay with these calf raises being supported, or let's fly it. So the foot is flat, hands ground, sink down nice and low, and then hug the abdominals in like someone's hands are around your waist, piking you up. Sweep by engaging through the glute of that outside leg. Take it all the way down. Pressing in lightly with the hands, so this is mostly core and outside glutes. Hug in, whoo! Use the breath. All right, one more, your best one yet. Take it all the way down. Bring your carriage to close. All right, I've got to spin to face the other way to keep it even. But let's land with one blue on. Always the option to put on one yellow. Find a comfortable seat facing the other direction. Grab the other strap now, whatever one is facing front. Small loop, elbow in, internal rotation. We rotate in, reset. Try to keep your elbow frozen. It will want to wiggle out because that makes it easier, but we're trying to keep this humerus, the upper arm bone, still and just rotate it in the shoulder joint. 4 more. 3, 2. Keep the arm closed, lift the elbow, take it up, and bring it closed. Now roll the shoulders back and down. The scapula needs to move here, but we try to keep them from winging out. So they're trying to be flush against the ribs and just gliding around them. 2 more. Keep it closed here. Grab the long loop with the other arm, and we start our rotation. External rotation, bring it into close. Shoulders working to stay back and down. 4 more. 3 more. 2 to go. Last one. Keep it closed. Now we have that lift and lower. Elbow goes up and bring it down. Try to maintain the same angle in the elbow joint. So we're not closing, we're working on keeping space between the lower arm and upper arm. All right, 4 more. 3 more. 2, then we draw the sword. All right, bring it all the way closed. And now here we go. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, lift and cross, press it out. My cat's decided to join me. This one's chipmunk. Lift up, extend out. Bring it in. Woo. All right, 2 more. Last one, best one yet. Take a deep inhale and exhale, extend over. Slowly bring it in. Okay, fantastic. We're gonna spin ourselves around here for some roll-ups. So, facing the back now of your reformer, away from the foot bar. We got chipmunk somewhere here. Let's put on a red for this. You can always adjust to a blue or a blue and a yellow for just a smidge lighter. All right, chipmunk, you're gonna have to go. All right, so be about a hand's distance away from the edge as we roll ourselves back. Hands will go on to the small loop, sorry. Bring your fingers to wrap around the loops, palms to the chest. Legs can be side by side. If you need to adjust, you can always stack one over the other. Might be more comfortable depending on the size of your legs and the size of your headrest. Sitting tall here, take a deep inhale. Chip's gonna go along for the ride. Scoop the tailbone under and articulate down. We're working to see if we can get the sacrum down and stay rounded. Hands to the chest. Hug the abdominals in as you roll yourself up, and then we articulate up through the spine. Nice flat spine at the top. Nice deep inhale. Tuck the tailbone. Articulate down. There she goes. Hugging the abdominals, round up, and sit up nice and tall. Inhale, exhale, scoop, roll down, hugging in the abdominals. Hug in and up to come up. All right, this next one we change. Tuck the tailbone, roll it down. Let's add in some bicep curls. So you're maintaining a static hold of the abdominals. Hug the elbows in, extend the arms out, curl, out, curl. Wrap in your abdominals, make that your focus. The arms are just to keep us from getting bored.
but your focus is that core hugging. Can you scoop your tailbone under anymore? Think about your hip bones pulling up to your ribs, finding that connection from the pelvic floor. You have 4, 3, 2. Last one, stay in. Rotate the elbows out. Roll up, hugging in the abdominals even more. Sit up tall. Shoulders roll back. Inhale. Exhale, scoop the tailbone. Roll back down. Elbows in. Weak curl. Send it out. Bring it in. If you go back further, does that make it easier for you? Find that challenge point. Sometimes we can lay back really low, but then we're more supported depending on where you land on the carriage. So I want you to find your challenge point, and then we curl from there. Focus on that tuck of the tailbone under, that deep core. You have 4 more, 3 more, woo, 2, last one, stay in, flip it. Let's dip, right elbow down, center, left elbow, center, right, center, left, center. Can you mind-muscle connection, the abdominals anymore, right? So hugging in, dip, hug. What's pulling you up when you dip to the right? Left obliques engaged to come through center. Dip to the left. Right obliques engaged to come up. So feel each side. Tell that section of your body to work. Last time each side, right? Center, left, center. Roll it up. Extend the arms. Nice deep breath here. All right, we've got one more. And for this one, I want you to reach back. Let's put a blue on. If you have the red on, you take it off. If you only had a blue on, keep that on. All right, I'm also gonna go longer loops here. Scoop the tailbone under, roll yourself down, flip the palms out and away as you twist open to one side. Bring them back in through center. Flip the palms out and away as you twist to the other side. Back through center, out and away, twist, center, tuck the tailbone more, out and away, twist. One more time, each direction. To the right, flip, press, center, flip, press, center. Into the chest, we roll it up. Long loops, come onto the pegs, and we spin around and get ready for bridges. So, bring it all the way back around here. Make sure the foot bar is at a good height for you. We're gonna take 1 red, 1 blue. We're gonna work a little lighter in our bridges so we can focus more on the hamstring activation. So, feet on, scoot up to the very edge of the carriage and roll it down however gracefully you want today. Once you've landed, heels on, from the back of your knee to the glute, from here to here, these 2 points, I want you to feel that contraction. Heels on, hamstrings contract. Articulate up the spine without moving the carriage. So 1 red, 1 blue, a little lighter than we might normally do. So more contraction to hold the carriage in. Articulate down the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Hug in, lifting from the pelvic floor. Up. Inhale. Exhale. Articulating down. Scooping the tailbone under. We march. Inhale. Exhale. Articulate up. We hold. Left leg engages. Core. Right obliques engage. Left leg, right obliques. Lift the right leg up. Planted down. Feel the right hamstrings engage. Left obliques engage. Lift the left leg up. Down. Keep that going. Woo. Inhale. Keep your breath steady. Notice your pelvis. It should be frozen here. Notice your lower back. It should be long and elevated from the ribs, lifting up. All right, this is it. Final round. You're going to take 1 more on each side. Lift your hips up a little bit higher. Inhale. Articulate all the way down. Elevate the hips up. Nice long neutral spine. Straighten the legs out. Bring the hips down. Bend the knees in, hip rolls. Hips go up, neutral spine, keep the carriage closed. Straighten out, lower down, bend it in. 2 more like that, okay? Hips just go straight up. Send the carriage out. Hips lower. Bring it in. This is it. Last one. Toes are still flexing back, keeping that activation through the ankle. Send it out. Lower down. Close it in. Now keep your hips down. Straighten the legs out. Starting from the tailbone. Lift the hips up. Pausing with straight legs. Now we send the knees on a high diagonal, bringing the hips up even more. Lower down. Send the legs to straighten. Starting from the tailbone here, like the tailbone's reaching up, being pulled away from you. Hips lift. Knees go on that high diagonal. Try not to let them or your feet splay out. Lower back down. And then we send it out. Lift up. Knees come high, hips go higher. This is it, your last one here. Send it out. Hips up, keep pressing into the foot bar. Now you contracted the hamstrings to pull the knees up. And then you lower down. Whew, we are already set up for our feet in straps, spring settings. So extend the legs straight, bend your right knee as you grab onto your long loops. Right foot goes into the right long loop, left foot goes into the left long loop. Extend your legs out. And then maintaining pelvis heavy, tailbone heavy, legs up to the ceiling. Send it down. Legs go up. Send it down. One more. Coming into frog. Heels touch, knees open, knees stack right over your hips. Then we send it out. Bring it in. And out. All right, we're gonna take this frog for a swim. Next time your knees come in, you pause. Hinging at the knee joint, keep the carriage frozen. Straighten the legs out. Woo. And then you sweep down and around. Bending knees to 90. Knees are open about shoulder width. Try to keep the carriage still, maintaining pressure on the straps. Sweep the legs down and around. My legs are turned out the whole time. Feet flex, knees stack over hips. Keep the carriage still as you maintain that pressure, straightening out, and then you sweep it around. All right, one more, just like that. Bring it in, extend out, sweep it around. From here, send the legs up to the ceiling parallel. Turn the knees out and open the legs as wide as is comfortable for you. And then we sweep it around. Feel the inner thighs squeezing it. Legs come back to parallel, send them up to the ceiling. Tailbone is really heavy here, so you should feel the grounding of the sacrum. If your sacrum starts to pull up at any point, don't send the legs so high. Parallel up, turn out, open. We're gonna reverse it right here. Keep the legs turned out as you sweep them out wide, and then sending them parallel up to the ceiling, press down. Turning the feet out wide. Maybe you need to send it higher up, that's great. Take it to wherever feels right for you between your strength and flexibility, trying to not overdo it. All right, we got 2 more in this direction. All right, beautiful. Let's take it into a short spine. We're gonna start with a prep and work our way up. So maybe this one is all you need today. Send your legs up to the ceiling. Keep your sacrum down. Maybe you can send your legs beyond that hip position. That's fine. From there, we're gonna turn the feet out, turn the knees out, bend your knees into the chest, and then just press the legs on a diagonal. Parallel, send it up, turn out, heels touch, and then we press out. If you would like to go a little further, we're sending the legs on a high diagonal overhead. So parallel the legs, ground your arms down, Peel up through the spine. Let the legs take you up on a high diagonal. From here, maybe the carriage fully closes. Heels touch and come in, knees open. Articulate down the spine, keeping the same distance between your heels and your bottom. Once the sacrum is grounded, spine is neutral, we press out, parallel the legs. Send them up on a high diagonal, like they're reaching up to the ceiling, back slightly behind you. Maybe you fully close the carriage here. Keep reaching up, get that pressure against the straps. Bring the heels to touch, knees open. Bringing the knees in, maintain the same distance as you roll down through the spine. Once your sacrum's grounded, send it out. Let's do it one more time just for fun. Send it up, roll up. Maybe the carriage closes. Keep rolling up. Can you lift up any higher? Press your arms down here. And then once you're at your max, bringing the heels in, knees open, articulate down, taking the straps with you, and then you press it out. Slowly bend your knees into your chest. Take one strap off. Find the foot bar with that foot. Strap returns home. Other strap off. Close the carriage. Send the right leg up to the ceiling, grabbing onto it. Get a nice little hamstring stretch. Take a deep breath. Swap legs. We're going to take a deeper stretch for the legs in a moment, but just something to open them up. Swap legs. Hug your knees into your chest. Finding a little rock side to side. Glue your knees together and circle the legs. Create a little massage for the lower back. Circle the legs in the other direction. Adding pressure all around the sacrum. And then knees into the chest. Rock yourself up if you want to find that teaser for one more little fun activation. Feel free. Let's step off to the first side that we did for leg work. I want you to lighten up so that you're on one glue because we're going for a stretch here. We're coming back into a lunge, but again, stretching, not working. So same side, same setup for our scooter that we did. Hands will go onto the foot bar. Front foot towards the platform. Send it back. Keep the knee grounded. If you want to straighten the front leg, take it as far back as you like. If you are tight and you are landing way high up, that is okay as long as you're feeling a stretch. Can you lengthen through the spine anymore? Maybe you start to roll the shoulders back, lift the heart. One more breath here. Before we take the other side, we will get in that hamstring stretch. So the foot that's on the carriage, I want you to hop it to the other shoulder, rest, and then take the outside foot onto the platform. From here, we shift back to a half splits. If you want to go further, you can take hands down to the runners and just take it as far back as you like. And if you want even more, the foot can come up onto the foot bar. Again, really be mindful, especially if we're still on that lighter spring, right? Lighter spring is nice to press back without much tension, but just be mindful. Let's take it over to the other side here. So, swapping the legs, bring the opposite leg onto that same shoulder as we step to the side. Press it back. So once again, your setup is now on the other side, same setup for scooter. We're working on the shoulder pad that's closest to the edge. Other edge. Wherever you land, whether you are high up or not, flatten the spine, lift the heart. And to get more for the hamstring, foot on the carriage, we'll hop to the other shoulder rest. Take the foot on to the edge of the platform here, or heel onto the platform. Shift back to a half split, supported you are holding on. If you have the flexibility, take the hands to the runner, send it back for your full split. And if you want more of an angle, foot can come up to the foot bar as long as it's not too high. You can either just take a half splits there, adjust however you like. All right, staying onto the carriage, hands to the inside, sweep that leg around back. Both feet on. Let's go ahead and add our 2 reds and another blue. So we're really supported here. Take some cow-cats. Circle your ribs. Just any final movements you need. Scoot back a little bit more. We're landing in the child's pose, and I want you to scoot back so your feet are on the headrest, big toes touching. Send your hips back. Knees can open nice and wide as is comfortable. Hands will land down onto the platform. Adjust yourself how you need. My hips are landing on the shoulder pads, forehead to the carriage. For these final few breaths, just breathe into the back of the rib cage. Melting here, releasing tension. Take a moment now, reflect back on everything you've just done and accomplished, the challenges you gave yourself, the breaths you took for yourself intentionally and fully. Be proud of this time that you spent. Take one more deep, deep, deep inhale. Breathe it all in. Exhale, let go. Slowly press yourself back up to a seat and give yourself a round of applause. Way to go. Thank you so much for joining me for this 50-minute reformer class. I'll see you next time. Now we've got Elsie here.